Hi guys, my name is Vân. Today I will talk about chapter 5. 5.2 Word stress placement. English word stress is very difficult to predict since there are so many exceptions. Nevertheless, stress placement of English words follow a general principle that the primary stress in the words tend to fall on the final syllable, the second last syllable, and or the third last syllable of the word. The following are some common rules that help to indicate stress pattern in English words. Is, however, notice that there are quite a few exceptions to these rules. 5.1 Stress pattern on simple words are derivative words. A single word form, either simple or derivative form, may have the primary stress on the initial syllable, the middle syllable, or the final syllable depending on which word class is and which component is combined with. It's divided into 4 parts. Part 1. The most two-syllable noun and adjective. The primary stress falls on the first syllable, as happy, clever, present, gutter, inquiry. According to car, negative English noun and adjective having two syllables take the penultimate stress, where the main stress of two-syllable verb in the ultimate. This is always true for verb ending in the age such as create, done it, relate, past two. Words ending in action, sin, have the penultimate stress such as economic, academic, decision, conversation, location. Past 3. Words ending in C, D, free, C, 8. Takes the antipenultimate stress such as technology, photography. The rule is true for all participial verb and adjective ending age such as graduate, estimate, communicate. Part 4. Many suffixes of Latin, Greek, and French take the primary stress on themselves. Therefore, the word that have the following ending typically take the ultimate stress. Entertain, volunteer, kitchenette, unique, interviewee, pay, balloon, cartoon. 5.2 Stress pattern on compound words. Typically, an English compound word has two parts, two different words compiled together, and the identification of primary stress can be based on its morphological structure. So now let's talk about the stress pattern on compound words. Part 1. Main stress of the first part. Part 2. Main stress on the second part. So, we need to know about the stress pattern on the compound words. Now, let's watch some video to get a better understanding of the past. Thank you.
Number 1. With most nouns and adjectives with two syllables, the stress is on the first syllable. Progress, present, engine, increase, record, jealous, cautious, awkward, pleasant. Rule number 2. With most verbs with 2 syllables, the stress is on the last syllable. Present, increase, admit, announce, begin, arrange, impress, decide, offend, record. Rule number 3. The words ending in shun are usually stressed on the second last syllable. Education, intuition, concentration, demonstration, permission, obsession, musician, magician, ignition. Television is an important exception here. Rule number 4. Words ending in ic are usually stressed on the second last syllable. Economic, realistic, strategic, mechanic, geographic, dramatic, pessimistic, academic, poetic, electric. Rule number 5. Words ending in e or u are usually stressed on the last syllable. Employee, guarantee, degree, shampoo, tattoo, taboo. Committee and coffee are important exceptions here as well. So there you have it, 5 easy rules that can help you stress the right syllable. In conclusion, here's a word of caution about word stress. When in doubt, don't stress. What I mean is this: it's better not to use stress at all than to stress the wrong syllable.
Trong tiếng Anh thì thường có 4 loại từ sẽ hay mang nội dung chính trong câu. Đó chính là danh từ, động từ, tính từ và trạng từ. Khi mà làm bài thi PTE thì thường gặp những từ này chúng ta sẽ đọc rõ hơn chút xíu. Còn những từ loại còn lại thì chỉ phần lớn là mang ngữ pháp nên là không có cần phải được nhấn nhá quá rõ. Ví dụ như là mạo từ the, đây là những từ thường là không được nhấn. Hoặc là chúng ta có các giới từ preposition như là by, in, at, for, to, trợ động từ can, do, might, may, could. Hoặc là đại từ trong trường hợp mà chúng ta không cần phải nhấn mạnh I, we, you, they, vân vân.
Sentence stress is music of spoken English, like word stress. Sentence stress can help you to understand spoken English, even rapid spoken English. Sentence stress is what gives English a rhythm or beat. Do you remember that word stress is accent on one syllable within a word? Sentence stress is accent on certain words within a sentence. Most sentences have 2 basic types of words. Content words are the key words of sentence. They are the important words that carry the meaning or sense, the real content. Structural words are not very important words. They are small, simple words that make the sentence correct grammatically. They give the sentence its correct from its structure. If you remove the structural words from a sentence, you will probably still understand the sentence. If you remove the content words from a sentence, you will not understand the sentence. The sentence has no sense or meaning. Here we will come with an example to understand better. 1. How do you feel about the film? It's very boring. 2. Do you like this shirt or that one? This one, please. 3. Where are you going on holiday? I'm just thinking of traveling to New Zealand. In dialogue, number 1.
very gets more stressed than boring because the speaker wants to emphasize his her feeling. However, in dialogue number 2, this and that are more stressed to show a contrast between the two items. And in number 3, the word New Zealand is the most prominent because it provides the new information to the listener.
Kids want pizza for dinner. And the words that are stressed I've put in purple, and there's a little stress bubble above them. Now the words kids and want both only consist of one syllable. This is pretty easy. That's the one obviously that's stressed. And then pizza and dinner both consist of two syllables, but only the first one is stressed, and so that's why half of the word is only in purple. P and D, so pizza and dinner are P and D basically are the syllables that are stressed, and so the bubble is just above that part of the word, okay? And then we've got another example. Painting and reading are my favorite hobbies. So paint, read, favorite hobbies, okay? Those 4 words, and within the word, those syllables are stressed. Painting, reading, favorite hobbies. Let's have a look at some more examples. Now, those 2 words are actually linked. So we've got, she has been to Australia, but she has not been to New Zealand. And you've noticed here, both sentences are written in the present perfect. So we've got has, auxiliary, and then been, our main verb, and been is stressed. So she has been to Australia. Australia has 3 syllables, and the middle one is stressed, Australia. But she has not been to New Zealand. The second sentence is a negative sentence. We have not here. And of course, we could have said she hasn't been to New Zealand. That's possible too. And then hasn't would also be stressed, and the not is stressed here as well. Right, so why are these words stressed and not the other one? What about she and to and but and has? Why are they not stressed, you might wonder? So I've got all the sentences here again. Have a quick read over them again and see if you can notice something in the stressed words. We had kids, want, pizza, dinner, painting, reading, favorite, hobbies. Then we had been, not, Australia, New Zealand. So all of those words, you can probably figure out already, most of them belong to the same word classes. And then others that are not stressed also belong to the same word classes. So let's have a look here at another sort of example in a moment. But first of all, the main rule really is that words that carry meaning and information are the ones that we stress in English. And really, those are the essential words to the message. And usually those words are nouns, verbs, adjectives, but also negative auxiliaries and any negative words that change the meaning. And let's have a look, because I can give you an example where that becomes really, really clear. We'll go back to our sentence with the pizza here, okay? So we had, the kids want pizza for dinner. And let's follow this on with another example sentence. There are onions, tomatoes, and pepperoni in the fridge, but no cheese. And you can see in the second sentence we had onion, tomatoes, pepperoni, fridge, and no cheese. Those are all the words that are stressed, okay? And remember what I said about stress. So stress makes a word a little bit, or a syllable a little bit longer and louder, and therefore easier for us also to catch and hear. So if you were to only hear the stressed words in those sentences, kids want pizza, dinner, onions, tomatoes, pepperoni, fridge, no cheese, you'd probably think, oh, Billy's got a bit weird. She's only talking in nouns now to us. But you would probably understand the message of the sentences, right? You're like, okay, there's something about kids that want pizza for dinner and there's stuff in the fridge, but no cheese. So although quite a lot of words have disappeared, you still get the main message. Whereas if we took the same sentences now and you could only hear the other words, right? Imagine we stressed the other words instead. The, for, there are, and, in the, but. Now you have no idea what I'm talking about, right? If the other words were not audible, but these ones were stressed, you're like, what is she trying to tell us? We have no idea. And so it's really obvious that, the words that are essential to our message are the ones that we're going to say clearer and louder, and that those are the ones that we're going to stress, right? And it's really as easy as that and as simple as that. And so to summarize that, really, usually the words that are stressed in English are therefore nouns, main verbs, not auxiliaries, but main verbs, adjectives, adverbs, and also words that negate, so words that make something negative, because of course if the sentence is suddenly negative, then it changes the meaning. You could go back again to the sentence about the girl who was in Australia but not in New Zealand, right?